the biggest holding here. But then you have smaller ones, including Zcash at the bottom with 1%. Are all of these cryptocurrencies going to survive? Is there room for everyone, or are we going to see the market start to move to one or two or a handful of standards?
There are a lot of different ways to think of what cryptocurrencies are, and they're almost not all the same thing. And so the way I look at it is you have Bitcoin, which really represents a decentralized gold, a store of value, and I think that will survive. And then you have a whole bunch, maybe 100 different projects that are trying to become the decentralized global supercomputer, etherum, EOS, Hashgraph, lots of them. There'll be a consolidation. Some of those will come, some of those will go. And then you have, privacy coins like Monero and Zcash that are part of the index. I don't think they'll all survive. And so one of the reasons you have an index is to get diversity. It gets rebalanced monthly, and so things that are doing well will go in and become a bigger weighting, and things that are doing poorly will fall out. We're still really early in this revolution.
Yeah, and that's the sense that there's, there's enthusiasm and I think fear and confusion all at the same time. Let me ask you from a point of view as somebody who's interested in this.
So they didn't go very heavy. Their investments in privacy coins is very limited. If you look at it, it's like less than 2% or 3% in privacy coins. And I don't know if that is necessarily a good idea. And that's why I highly recommend subscribing to this channel and other channels to kind of follow the news and follow crypto developments. A good one is CoinDesk. I'm sure there's some other website if you want to leave comments on good news websites for crypto. But this portfolio is kind of bare when it comes to privacy coins, and there could be a huge rally and growth in privacy coins, especially from people from other countries. And the one issue we have, and there's like a big argument about this, but I'm pretty certain, and like I said, if you're going to make a comment on this, please provide some evidence. We do have this issue where if you exchange crypto to crypto and there's a gain, it's a taxable event to the US. They don't have something called, in real estate, I'm a heavy real estate owner, and I plan on doing this in the future, and I'm glad that Trump didn't get rid of it, but you can do something called a 1031 exchange. So let's say I buy an apartment building for $1 million, it becomes $2 million, and I want to sell it. Now, the government would have to tax me on that $1 million gain. But if I buy, let's say, a $3 million apartment building with my $2 million apartment building, the entire value is not taxed. It goes into the new $3 million apartment building. So with crypto, what I understand, and once again, some people are saying, hey, this is not true. And a part of it could be true where it's going to be hard for the government to track, especially if you're using an exchange that's not on the U.S. So if you're using Bittrex, I would be a little bit worried. But if you're on Binance or KuCoin, which I have links for if you're interested, I don't know if the government can really get a hold of these records. And it's interesting to see how the IRS will enforce this. But I can see a big value in privacy coins because especially people with larger sums of money, they're going to try to avoid this tax, especially, I mean, people in the United States don't have to worry about it, but there could be other governments that set up really stupid and negative crypto taxes, and people are going to want to avoid it or don't want to deal with it. So there could be a huge demand for privacy coins, and to only own 3 or 4% in your portfolio could be risky, or not risky. It's just, I think that maybe you could consider owning a little bit more. But unfortunately, to get into a privacy coin, you're going down to number 12, which is Monero, which you can see on this list. So let me know your opinions on privacy coins and how heavily you're invested in privacy coins. It'd be nice to have like a little discussion about this. I personally, unfortunately, have less than 5%, but I do plan on, especially if there's more and more negative news. And like I said, I don't have a large amount of crypto, and I'm okay with paying my taxes. But I can see in the future, depending on where I live and how much I have to pay for taxes. And remember, California and some of these other states, New York, have some pretty burdensome investment taxes. So there is a possibility that people will embrace the privacy coin, and obviously it's unfortunate that some of it will be used for tax evasion and the black market and stuff like that. But Let me know your thoughts on this topic, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you very much for watching.